That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? A headline in the major entertainment trade Deadline reads the following: YouTube takes further action against fake movie trailer channels after Deadline investigation. All right. Before we get into the details of their article, as a YouTube fan, like as somebody who's on YouTube all the day, like if you go into my living room, my TV, the channel that is on more than anything else is not Netflix, it's not Hulu, it's YouTube. I love watching YouTube and stuff like that. And forget as a YouTuber, as a YouTube viewer, one of the most frustrating, annoying things in the world to me are like fake trailers and totally made up, not a real thing headlines.
Right.
For example, like I'm not going to call out I don't call out or target any specific channels, but there are some channels out there, like even in the movie space, that is like Marvel major announcement rundown. There was no Marvel announcement. Avengers Secret Wars trailer breakdown. There is no trailer. But there are channels out there that run these headlines that are just like, this is a completely fairy tale, right? Also, the fake trailers. With AI and everything today, especially, I mean, they've been around for a long time, even prior to AI. But now with AI, it's so easy for them to make these fake trailers. And I don't even have an issue with user-generated concept trailer for Secret Wars. I don't mind that. I don't mind Avengers Doomsday fan trailer. I don't mind that. But when they just literally list themselves, here's some examples. This just today.
Oh, dope. That dropped?
I'm not saying this came out, but
it's a royal trailer.
I just did a search for something else. I was not searching Superman trailers.
Right.
It was something Superman related was coming up. And this comes up, Superman trailer. And doesn't say anything about fan cut, doesn't say anything about concept. It just tells a potential viewer, hey guys, here's a new Superman trailer. And I wasn't even alone. Right beside it literally was this one. This was right beside it. From one of the biggest culprits that's going to be mentioned in this article, screen culture.
Oh, dude.
So anyway, we go back over to Deadline. They write the following. And look at this one. Thunderbolts trailer. That is not in the trailer. Anyway, they're at YouTube has further cracked down on fake movie trailer channels. The video giant has suspended ad revenue on screen trailers and royal trailers, two alternative accounts run by the same creators behind Screen Culture and KH Studios. I'm sure you've seen that one around too a lot. YouTube's decision to suspend the channels from its partner program follows a Deadline investigation that chronicled the scale and sophistication of fake movie trailers. Screen Culture and KH Studios were suspended in March. They are two of the most prolific purveyors of concept trailers, which rely heavily on AI to drive engagement and, in some cases, fool users into believing the videos are authentic. Screen Culture and KH Studios were approached for comment, which obviously they had no comment. In a statement, YouTube said, "Our enforcement decisions, including suspensions from the YouTube Partner Program, apply to all channels that may be owned or operated by the impacted creator. Screen Culture has 1.4 million subscribers. While its alt account Screen Trailers has 33,000 followers, KH Studios have 724,000 subs, while Royal Trailer boasts 153s. YouTube's monetization policies state that if creators are borrowing material from others, you need to change it significantly to make it your own. It adds that videos must not be duplicative or repetitive and should not be made for the sole purpose of getting views." All right. I have a couple of thoughts. Number one, finally, YouTube is doing something about this.
All the problems in the world. Big one.
Man.
Like, if you're, well, I mean, yeah, but for YouTube, this is a major issue.
Yeah.
No, I know.
And
I
they need to be
agree.
cracking down on this and get rid of this nonsense. My second thought is, okay, good that you're doing it, but why are you stopping at just suspending their monetization? Kill the channels. Listen, you don't have to make videos I like. You don't have to make videos I approve of or anything like that. But when the sole purpose of the content you're putting out is to deceive and trick the audience, when that's your sole purpose, ban the channel. Don't just take away their monetization, although I'm sure without monetization, they have no incentive to make more of this crap. But I mean, get rid of it. And then I think extend that. Extend that to the trailers that literally put out, again, like Avengers, Secret Wars, major casting announcement by Marvel breakdown. There was no Marvel announcement about Secret. Like, start cracking down on that too. I'm not talking about YouTube channels that make mistakes or YouTube channels that get something wrong, but I mean when it's obvious, clear as day, their specific intention is to deceive the audience. That is your actual intention. Everybody's going to make a headline that they maybe didn't word right, or maybe they found out later they were wrong about. I'm not talking about little knick-knacky things like that. I'm talking about it was clear. Their intention was to trick the audience into thinking there was an announcement and something like that, right? Crack down on that too. Anyway, I think this is a good start for them. I think listen, when you rely on your user base, if you keep tricking your user base, if you allow somebody else to keep lying to and tricking your user base, what this does is that it lowers the enjoyment for the user's experience of your service.
Yeah.
YouTube has to do this to protect itself. Because I'll give you an example of this, Rob. I love my technology, my phones and stuff like that. I used to play a lot of mobile games. on my phone. And all these games list is free. And then you get them and you realize, oh, I gotta pay to actually get anywhere in this game. The in-app transactions and all you can't actually play this game without dumping a lot of money. Even outside of the gaming stuff, like a lot of apps these days, like say, oh, free, but then you download it, install it, and it says, congratulations, you get the first 5 days of this for free.
Nice.
It's like, that didn't, no, it didn't say that in the App Store. And you know what the result has been? Ask me the last time I downloaded a mobile game.
Oh, yeah.
It's been at least a year. Not because of anything that the Google Play Store or the App Store has done. It's been because there are so many bad actors. It ruined my enjoyment, so I stopped using the service. Now, am I saying that unless YouTube cracks down on these fake trailers and fake, completely made up news things, stuff like that, that YouTube's gonna go out of business? No. But it does overall impact and hurt the user's experience when they're loading up YouTube thinking they're going to see real stuff and see something specifically labeled, like telling you real trailer. Again, look at this. This is telling an audience member, hey, if you're looking, here's the new Superman trailer. And it's not, then that person might be a little bit less inclined to go back and to jump on YouTube again or trust any of the content that they see.
Click on it. Come on, John.
YouTube has to crack down on this. Anyway, Rob, you saw this story. What are your thoughts on it?
Thank God. The only ones I don't want them to crack down on are like the 50s, the AI-generated 1950s trailers for like Star Wars and Dune. I like those.
Well, I think those should die a horrible death as well. But at least those, it's clear to the audience.
They're clear what they are.
Not a real thing.
No,
they make that clear.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. What a great time to be a sports fan. Basketball playoffs are on. Hockey playoffs are on. It is the perfect time to jump into the action with PrizePicks, the easiest and most fun way to turn your sports knowledge into real winnings. PrizePicks is daily fantasy made really simple. Just pick more or less on a few player projections, like points, assists, goals, and you can win up to 2,000 times your money. For example, this week, I've got Jalen Brunson for more than 24.5 points, or Jason Tatum for more than 6.5 rebounds. I love how fast and easy it is to lock in a lineup in just under a minute. Plus, they've got a couple of weekly features, like, for example, Flex Friday. If your lineup doesn't win, you get your net losses back in promo funds. And every Tuesday, check out Taco Tuesday for discounted player projections up to 25% off. So download the app today and use the code Campea to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Campea to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game.
But yeah, I find all AI generated content annoying. I'm tired of hearing AI voices. I'm tired of hearing AI edits. It's annoying. And I understand that it's all engagement farming, which I get, but it really does. It diminishes your whole. And every time, I hate myself. Every time I click on, I don't even think about it. I click on it, and like, 2 seconds, it's apparent that, oh, this is bullshit. But it is annoying because then I'll have to watch an ad.
Yeah.
But no, I think, look, disinformation, we're going to be, wait till AI picks up. Wait till a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. There's going to be people that believe in entirely AI-generated fake histories.
Yeah.
They're not going to, the reality of whatever's going on, people aren't even, they're going to live in their own reality that's made up. So the more we crack down on it now, the better off we are. So bring it on.
Completely agree. Anyway, and obviously this is something that has even more far-reaching implications, but we're just talking about within the realm of movies and movie fandom and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? YouTube is sort of cracking down on some of this stuff. I think they need to swing a much bigger hammer, to be honest with you. Give David Zaslav a call. Anyway, whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.